It's fucking cold. I'm really cold. I don't like it. Alrighty then. Really, it's cold. I don't like it. Hello. Burr, it's really, really, really cold, so I need to warm up for a second. I accidentally got myself overheated and I took off all my warm stuff. Let me get myself some socks. I have to get all my laundry together so I can go do laundry. But it's really cold. And it's just like getting colder all of a sudden, like that bone chilling cold. I need to go do laundry. I need to wash my overalls really bad. They're covered in mud. But I also kind of need to wear them because it's cold. I need to put deodorant on, but I have spray deodorant and it's cold. And I'm also not wearing another shirt under my hoodie. For whatever reason, I thought that was a good idea when I got out of the shower. I got an inversion table. I kind of have a subfloor, yeah. It's plywood on the ground, but the guy who got the bus like from the depot and like did the original like taking out the seats, he also put the wood down, but he did not pull up anything. He just put the plywood on top of that, and he didn't just screw it on. He glued it on and screwed it on. I'm convinced that's the whole reason he sold the bus, because he did not want to have to undo what he did. So that's where we are on that. Plus, my windows have leaked for a long time. So there's a lot of water that has gotten underneath there. And that blue rubber floor. Sorry, Elliot just called me. So it messes my phone up sometimes. Thank you for texting me. What? What? Okay, I gotta do stuff. Girl, you gotta move. I'm sorry. Oh, cool. I love when that happens. Great. Okay, that's not gonna work for this whole time. Please don't forget that. Hi, Mommy. You're gonna have to move. You're gonna have to move. She's like, oh my God, she's literally cuddling with Orly. Because he's warm. You guys gonna cuddle? Lay down. No, don't come back up here. Stay down there. I'll bring a crochet project with me. This one will be good. That's a lot. I'm not gonna touch it. No! Suki, girl, get off the bed. Go. Oh, my period's so hard right now. Okay, my My fucking bangs are in my face. Girl! No! Socks! No! Come back! Where's the other one? There it is. Granola bar, Elliot. Yeah. No, thank you. Good girl. She got the, she understood the assignment. Fuck, dude, my pillows are wet from the wool condensation. Whoa. Come out and breathe. This is a recipe for disaster. I should be using the dehumidifier. I can't wait to get my heater hooked up. Okay. You understood the assignment. Okay, this ring is about to fall fucking off. I have to go put it somewhere safe right now. Please don't, no! I'm gonna panic every time I look down for the next like 2 weeks. Okay, what did you do with the garbage bags? Please, hair, do that thing I like. Sorry guys, I can't really chitty chat. I've got to get this, like, I've got to get all of my house laundry, like all of this laundry packed up. And I have to leave my house before 12. If I don't, I'm not gonna make it back home in time for the dark. And I don't wanna be out after dark. The rain and the cold, because it could snow. And I'm not interested in the slush, driving in the slush without all the things I need. And I don't have all the things I need yet. Just not ready for winter quite yet. I wasn't really taking nature seriously until it started to chill me to my bones. Hi, baby. I love you. I do. You're such a good girl. Says nobody ever. God, Lord. Okay, can you move, please? Thanks. There you go. Okay. This This is Money's child, yes. Yep. Oh, are you out doing your thing now? She's you guys should all follow her. Cassie, she's a gold like a gold miner, basically. Her and her husband are out there in like the trenches, and they find really cool shit, and they do live streams, so you guys should follow them if you don't already, because she is as cool, if not cooler than me, because she's doing something instead of just like sitting around loafing. Are you fucking chewing on something you're not supposed to? Nope. I have like my blanket on the floor now because of the dog, because it's so cold. This shirt is too small for him. Okay. I'm gonna wear these because they're toasty warm. I got these from the dollar store, and they're actually pretty decent breeches. Towel. Sleepy. Work. This is apparently my laundry collection table. I don't think I need to wash this yet. This definitely do not need to wash, and I wish I had this when I took a shower yesterday. Good God. Let this work. Something cozy. Stay right there. What happened? Are you stuck? Are you stuck? Are you burping? My goodness. You're just gonna have to hang out on this side with me for a second. Good Lord, it's a lot colder out here than I thought it was. Where's my pants? What did I do with my pants? Oh. You're good, Orly. I'm gonna open it back up again. Just calm down. Oh, Lord. There they are. I've been looking everywhere for those fucking pants. This hair. Those are still there. They're cool. Make sure the cup is there to collect the water that's gonna come out. Fill the animals normal. Go follow the garbage. Sweet. Can you get off my stuff, babe? Thanks. Hey, what's in my pocket? Vacuum piece? Leave that there. I'm gonna wear those. Can you go lay down, bud? Ooh, stomach growling. Excuse me. Do you want to go outside just because the door is blocked, or do you actually want to go outside? Are you wanting to go outside? No? Okay. I'm gonna drop something. I either catch my hair or I drop another thing. Hold on, Orly, I'll get you a treat in a second. Okay. Laundry is collected. Need to put on a warm shirt. I gotta put on deodorant. I hate this part. I want to own a laundromat one day. I want to own and operate a laundromat. I love folding clothes so much. The sound of the dryer is soothing. Good morning. God damn it. Being on your period is so lame, and I'm too fucking old for this shit. You know? I have to wear something that's sufficiently clothed underneath my overalls today because I am going to take off my overalls at the laundromat and wash them. So I'm really want to like, oh my gosh, I accidentally match. Matchy matchy. Accidentally. Perfectly matching my car. Did I tell you guys that I had to tow my car? I had to get my car towed, and the guy who picked up my car was like this like 22-year-old dude, and he was really young. And he told me, he was like, you look like a wood elf or like a fairy in the woods. And I was like, I okay, cool, thank you, I accept that. Bro, my poor sisters, I love them so much. My mom is such a piece of shit, and like my sisters are like getting to be older now. You know, they're in their late 30s, so they're starting to like, and their parents, and so they're starting to see like our mom from the perspective that I've been seeing her from for a really long time, and it's just really hard for them to accept that like she's the worst. My mom is like literally the worst, like the absolute most horrible person ever. She's I just can't even believe some of the things that she's done in her life, you know, that it baffles me, that a human could do that kind of shit. But like one time my mom tried to pimp me out, just like she owed this guy a bunch of money for drugs, and so she told him to come over, and then he was just like brought me drinks, alcohol. I was like 17, 16. And so anyway, I was being pressured to sleep with him by both him and her at the end of the night. I didn't do it, but it was a huge fight. And that's when I was like, I am out of here. Never again. I had only moved back with her for a little while when I was like 16 or 17. When 9/11 happened. That's the year that happened. The same year that 9/11 happened. I must have been 17. I know, right? So, listen, I'm gonna like, oh shit. My aunt sent me this really sweet message. It's crazy because like everybody else in my family is like just starting to come to these realizations that I've obviously had for a very long time. And I was always the crazy one, you know, because I chose to like not put up with that shit, and I got out of there. I'm not my circus, not my monkeys. I don't have to put up with it just because we're blood related. Actually, I could just not. I love you. Thank you for somehow keeping me alive all those years. Great job. I got it from here. But so my aunt sent me a message, and she was just like, now that I understand what you kids were really going through at that time, she's like, I go back and I look at photographs, and she's like, here, I'll show you the photograph she sent me. How do I green screen on this? Okay. No. There it is. Okay. So she sent me this picture, and she's like, now that I know what you were going through, this one, she's like, now that I know what you're going through, she's like, I can see how like sad you were as a kid. I've been crying all morning about it. But, you know, she's right. I mean, look at those eyes. That is a child who has been through some shit, you know? That's like a couple months later. This is the face I've made my whole life. Complete and total apathy. Violet Margot, that's literally not even remotely the worst thing she's ever done. That's just the first thing that came to my mind. Yep, I do have big muscles. Okay. I'm not ripped, but I do have big muscles. I'm a strong woman. Strong woman! Strong woman! Actually, I think that's the Crossfire theme song. Crossfire! You get caught in the crossfire. You remember that game? Yeah, my mom was terrible. Dude, I was just telling my aunt about this. Like, this is all the conversations we were having this morning. I'm just gonna, just keep going on with it because it's in my thoughts, right? But so my mom did this thing. I've told you guys this before, but just, kind of whatever. My mom did the Farber or whatever method with me from the time that I was born until I was like, I don't know when she stopped, but she decided to stop one day. I just don't know when that was. But the Farber method is also known as the cry it out method. So at 4 months old, I was hospitalized for 2.5 months in one of those plastic tents because I had pneumonia. Want to know how I got pneumonia? I cried myself into pneumonia. Like, I cried so hard and so desperately, and nobody came for me. Like, I was left to just, honestly, I potty trained myself at like 2. So, if that's any indication. Where's my grocery bag? So, yeah, like, my childhood was, like, super duper fucking traumatic. Like, every day was, like, survival. Like, it wasn't living. It was surviving. And the fucked up thing is that my mom kept having children. I'm the oldest. My mom kept having children, and what was I supposed to do? Just let the baby die? You know what I mean? If I saw that the baby needed something, or if I just started doing it because I wasn't gonna leave my siblings to just cry like that. It broke my heart. I couldn't do it. I just never could. I'm not gonna sit and listen to a baby cry. Even at fucking 7 years old, I knew that much. But so when I was 5, my sister Tiff was born, and then when I was 8, my other sister was born, and then when I was 11, my baby brother was born. And I raised all those babies until they could pretty much take care of themselves, or my grandma stepped in. But my grandmother was, an old lady, and then if she takes one of us, she is going to feel guilty about not taking all of us. You know what I mean? And so she was really caught in a bad way with the whole situation. And then she had to, take care of us a lot. Like, my mom went to prison when I was, 5. My mom went to prison. I was in kindergarten. And they're, trying to make me color. I just remember this so vividly. They're trying to make me color. And I was just like, what's the point of coloring? Like, my mom is in prison. Like, I'm not going to color, okay? Like, it makes me want to cry because I'm just so proud of who I was even at 5 years old. You know what I mean? Like, that's an Elliot right there. So, anyway, I mean, it's a sad circumstance, obviously, but, it's just funny how even then, the way my brain works now, I've always been the way that I am. And it's so fucked up that, my example of what a woman in society was her, because it led me down a path of self-destruction. She did not set me up for success. She set me up for failure. And it was only when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, that I even began to realize that. And I even began to realize, how messed up the whole situation was, and how, I was not the person that I was being, because I was just copying my mom, I was just, emulating, and I genuinely didn't understand, dude. I was like, why are people always mad at me? I don't understand, what is the deal? But then I realized, I started paying, once I realized it, I started paying close attention to the people around me, and I realized, oh, this is how people, interact. We don't behave that way. And then I started to, find my spiritual understanding. I started to have these spiritual understandings, and it made me you know, realize even more the type of person that I wanted to be or didn't want to be. Even as recently as 2018, I was living a life that, like, I was, you know, like, kind of partying for a little while. And I was like, I had left Josh, and I thought that I was just gonna meet another man and get in another relationship. And like, that was just gonna be the way it was. I didn't have one in mind, but I just thought that the reason why, you know, I had to leave Josh was so I could find the perfect man or whatever. And it only took me about a year to realize that I didn't want to do that. And so in like 2020 or 2019, I decided that I was just done. And I have been single and celibate ever since. But like, you know, it took a long time for me to start to set myself up for success, because I was so far behind. And like, my mom is such a fucking crook. She used my social security number in like the 90s to get like her power bill and stuff. And so when I became an adult, I had bad credit, like, before I could even understand that. And so I had to spend years trying to rebuild my credit, trying to fix everything and get proof that, like, I was at that time a child. But it's a bureaucratic rigmarole to do that, you know what I mean? So anyway, life was really traumatic. It was really fucked up. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. There was a lot of sexual abuse from my mom. Not even just like physical, like my mom molested me for sure. But she also, like, it was just overly sexual, everything all the time. And so she was just like a loose woman, you know, like, right out. She pulled her puss out in front of everybody at the Causeway one day. We were all hanging out. There's a bunch of kids, and the adults were drinking beers, and like, my mom got it, like, flashed her beaver at everybody. Like, what? Okay, great. That's totally not traumatizing for any of us. What am I looking for? I got my headphones, I got my grocery bag. Orly, you gotta stay inside because it's gonna be raining, bud. I've got the inversion table covered up with I need to buy a tarp. Okay, I need to make a grocery list real quick because I have got to do a small grocery trip. Crossfire, you get caught in the crossfire. Oh, my house is such a fucking wreck. It's gonna be so much better once all this laundry's out of here, though. I just need a piece of paper. Any paper would be great. There we go. But yeah, do not have a TREAT, okay? Okay. An envelope that I'll probably never use as an envelope. Whoa! Holy shish kebabs! Suki! Girl! Chill the fuck out, bro. What you doing? Huh? What you doing? I need to bring these with me. Girl, why are you trying to leave me outside? So, alright. Tarp. Garbage bags. Cat tranquilizer. Cat dewormer, though. Where's my jewel? Oh no. Heather? Excuse me, Orly. Oh, ow. Oh, Heather. Oh, Heather. What did you do? Y'all follow me the frick around like crazy, don't you? Don't you? Oh, there it is right there. Literally right there. What? It's right here. Excuse me, sir. Literally right here. Okay. I want to get like a to-go like tea or coffee cup. I want to be able to put hot water in a cup so that I can have tea at work. What else do I need? Yes, I am very much no contact with her now. My sister's no boy. Thank you, good boy. Oh my God, I'm so glad he didn't eat that. This is s'mores. S'mores coffee cake. I would have fucked him up. Yeah, I'm no contact with her now. My sisters are just now starting the no contact thing with her. Like, it's been a few weeks. So, just feel really bad for my sisters. Like, it breaks my heart that they have to go through this, that she's like this. I wish that I could be there in Florida so I could be the grandma that their children are missing out on, even though like my kid doesn't have a grandma either. Cat litter. I thought she was puking, but she's scooping. Okay. Cat litter. Dog treats. Dog treats. Water. I think that whole thing about the cry it out method, I'm pretty sure that's why I never like expect anyone to rescue me. I just do things on my own. I'm independent and I also don't get lonely. I think that like I know I've been to jail before, and like 15 years ago. When I was in jail, like I cried when I thought that like when I was still convinced that if I cried my grandma would like bail me out or something. But once I realized that I can't manipulate my way out of it, I didn't cry again at all because I just accepted the situation and just like I was fine. Like I just sat and read for like 4 months, 3 months. Okay. Dog treats, got that. Laundry, I need laundry soap. I need bleach. I gotta go. Laundry soap, bleach. I think I have laundry sanitizer. I'm pretty sure all my stuff is in the car. Ready. It is. Put cat litter on the list, yes. Okay, anyway, why don't you go back to Florida? Because it's a lot of money and I have medical care here that I wouldn't have in Florida. My son has medical care that he wouldn't get in Florida. And most importantly, Josh has medical care that he wouldn't normally get in Florida. And the doctors are just better for what he's got going on. And also, it's legal here. Cannabis is legal. And because of Josh's eye disease, we just can't be somewhere it's not legal. So, and they know they've got some legalization stuff in Florida, but it's still a thing. And also, Florida cops are like bored. they're like, the system is at their advantage financially, and they make so much money. The county that we're from is like it is probably the wealthiest county in all of Florida. At least it was when I got this information when I was, this is like years ago, but the wealthiest county in Florida. And so the jail, it's like they'll arrest you. They don't care. They will pull you over. They don't care. They're looking for something to do. They want to be like bad boys, They want to do something. Hey, buddy, if I let you out, you got to come right back inside because it's going to be raining, okay? I can't leave you out. And I know you're anxious to try your new house out, but I'm not that anxious to try it out like that. Bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad Boys was filmed live on location. Should have done that before I put my purse on. Excuse me. Are you all done? You want to go back inside? Go. Go potty. Go potty. Yo, so apparently I got this fancy wood, or not wood, I keep calling it a wood stove. If I say wood stove, just know I mean propane heater. Anyway, I got this wood stove from the internet, and it's a Mr. Heater brand. Funny story, I even understood and knew this at the time, but I was like, nah, it'll be fine. I'm sure I have something at home. It doesn't come with the cords, hoses you need. And I can't even make this shit up. Like, I have one 6-foot, one 8-foot, and then the other one that I just threw over here a second ago is another 2-foot one. There's another 2-foot one right here, or somewhere. There's another 2. None of them work. Some of them are male, some of them are female. None of them fit. I need a 3/8 inch thing in order to, for it to work. And I don't have that, so I still don't have heat. And I'm gonna go buy a propane tank today. Propane accessories. Propane accessories. Come on, Nora! Come on! That sound usually gets him. Fat boy, where is the food? Where is the food? 'Cause I'm coming for it too. Where's the food? Where's the food? Fat boy. Wanting all the food. Cops was filmed live on location. All right, y'all. Oh, I better check this. I gotta dump this water. Hold on. Ah! Sorry, Orly. Of course you're going to spill it. Why wouldn't you fucking spill it? This is how much water came inside the window. Stay and back up. You're going to stay inside. Go on. Go, go. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Oh, it smells like... There we go. So now I get to bump my hip on this table every time I walk by because now it's sticking out. Okay. No, Orly, no. Stay inside. You got to stay inside, bud. Man. I really hope I put my shoes inside the car. It's been raining. Orly, stay, buddy. Stay. No, you got to stay inside. Hold on. Let me just ask Amy. Hold on. Okay. Anyways, talk to you guys later. I love you.